episode of Who Gets the China, where we are helping each other navigate the challenges of life with aging parents and saving our sanity while we're at it. Today, we're going to talk about productive time versus quality time and my top 10 strategies for finding the right balance when you're visiting your parents. Does a variation of this to-do list feel familiar to you? Number 1, review the latest medication changes and fill 1 month's worth of impossible to open pill sorters and hope that pills don't fly all over the floor while you're at it. Set up 3 or 4 doctor's appointments, hoping that none are virtual. Find a new dentist after the last one recommended pulling out all your mom's teeth and going with dentures for tens of thousands of dollars. Change all the burnt out light bulbs and smoke detectors that require climbing on ladders. And donate even just one old, unused kitchen appliance to the thrift store in your ongoing clutter reduction initiative. At some point along your parents' longevity journey, as I'm trying to positively call it, you may notice a shift in the way you spend time with your parents. You're spending less time enjoying each other's company, doing fun things, and more task-oriented, get-stuff-done time. Before becoming a writer, I had a successful career in global ad agency management. This required a superhuman capacity for getting shit done, keeping hundreds of balls in the air, motivating a team of people around the world to help me do that. And I still excel at all the blocking and tackling required to cross things off my list, but I don't love it. Sometimes I need to call on those skills to support my parents and get some critical tasks done, like updating a trust or scheduling a surgery. Productive time is that planning, get it done time for the things that you need to do to help your parents. For instance, my sister and I have a shared iCloud note where we track all the things we think we need to get done, from updating those lists of passwords to changing hard-to-reach light bulbs so that my dad won't climb on the ladder and that my parents can live in their house as long and as safely as possible. Sometimes technology that's supposed to save time ends up being a time-stealing culprit. Those logins and passwords take on an outsized influence in your life. Or a flashing red icon is ready to hatch a virus on the computer home screen and you have to pivot into full activation mode just to protect your parents from a hacker on the other side of the globe trying to steal their identity. Sometimes this time suck looks like the aforementioned clutter reduction initiative, or you and your daughter have spent the last day of your visit creating a healthcare binder and a medication chart for your mom that she may never ever refer to again. But listen, you want to be helpful, you want them to be safe and happy and healthy in their home. But here's the thing, all this productive time starts to rob you of quality time. For me, quality time is that time spent together, maybe sharing stories or cooking or shopping or walking on the beach or hitting some golf balls. It's just that nice, fun time with no required outcome. But all of a sudden, the scales start to tip, and rather than spending time walking on the beach or going through old family slides or digging up your ancestors on the web, you are overly focused on getting stuff done. I've discovered that I need to be really intentional about preserving that quality time. When I visit my parents, what do I want to spend time doing? What do I want to ask them? What do I want to know more about from their lives? This is when you get the juicy little tidbits of family lore, like who was married before that you never knew about. It turns out there's always a juicy relationship gossip, and we all love that, let's admit it. Recently, I read The Women by Kristen Hanna, and it renewed my interest in the Vietnam War. My Uncle Tommy fought in Vietnam as a helicopter medic, and my husband's uncle died in combat there. So when we were having some quality time chatting, I mentioned this book to my mom, and she told me that she had a stack of letters my Uncle Tommy wrote to her when he was in Vietnam. Like, wow, I was captivated to think that these existed. Well, of course they do, when your mom saves carbon paper from the 80s. But I, of course, wanted to dig them up and read what he had to say from his time there. For me now, learning more about this part of my family history is part of quality time. Have I actually done this? Well, not really, but I've started. But we keep getting caught up in have-to-do tasks like taking toxic garage chemicals to the dump and other productive things. So in an effort to make a better balance, I surveyed my amazing network of aging well experts, and we came up with our top 10 strategies for maximizing quality time spent with older parents. So here goes. Number 1, set reasonable expectations for what you can and need to get done. Easier said than done, I know. My list is always too long. Instead of trying to tackle 10 tasks, maybe pick the top 2 or 3 for your next visit. You'll feel better about what you accomplish, and you'll schedule some downtime. Number 2, schedule quality time first. Make a quality time activity the first item on your list so you get sure it gets done. Is it a walk in the woods? Is it a manicure with your mom or your dad? Is it a museum visit? Get that on the calendar first so it's locked in. Then let the other things fit in around it. Schedule standalone dates that are just about being together. Depending on what your parents like to do and how mobile they are, set up time outside the house to visit a restaurant, a museum, or a nearby park with an ice cream cone. That's one of my favorite simple memories with my mother-in-law while she was alive and visited us, just having an ice cream at the kids' playground. Number 4, ask your parents what they want help with ahead of time. I have worked hard to get better at this, and I still have a lot of room for improvement. I try to ask for a list ahead of time of what things they want help with, not just what I want them to do. If I'm only foisting my decluttering agenda on my mom, I overhear her telling her friends on the phone, "My daughter's here and she's forcing me to do the Swedish death cleaning again." I mean, she's not entirely wrong, but how many blenders does she really need? Number 5, don't save tasks for the last 10 minutes or the last day of your visit. I do this every time. I have a significant task that doesn't get done, and now it needs doing the morning I need to fly home. Like burying my dog's ashes or giving away an old grill on Facebook Marketplace. Why does this happen? Well, either my mom springs something on me last minute, or I didn't plan and prioritize my time well. So now I'm cleaning trash cans when we're tired, anxious, and getting ready to leave, and feeling kind of emotional about heading home. So schedule these icky tasks early or midway through the visit so they're not hanging over your head. Number 6, and I love this one, create a shared project. Having a shared creative project builds connection. My mom is an amazing sewist, as evidenced by the range of sewing machines in the house and the robust fabric stash. Projects don't have to be complicated. Like last time, we sewed pieces of her fabric stash into simple travel shoe bags, and I gave them to delighted friends as gifts. They were super happy to have. Number 7, honor time and energy limitations. In some cases, older parents have less energy than they used to, or less energy than we do. While you might be able to clean the garage for 5 hours, or empty an entire closet in one session, that is often too much for them. People get testy and cranky, and then it's an unpleasant situation, so don't overdo it. If you get through one box of old photos, maybe that's enough, and it's time for tea. Number 8, if possible, schedule more frequent, shorter, productive visits, and then go off schedule for fun or surprise visits. These can encourage times of fun and a relaxed chit-chat session instead of a to-do list session. Number 9, shake up the usual and just make it a little bit more fun. If you want to get your parents out for a walk and some exercise, can you go somewhere different? Need groceries? Just explore a new market or a gourmet grocery store, or stop for frozen yogurt on the way home. It makes an everyday occurrence feel special. And number 10, just let it go. My mom likes to say, when I go, just bring a dumpster in and haul it all away. I mean, maybe she's onto something. Maybe everything doesn't need to be perfectly organized and executed. But honestly, that's a bridge too far for me right now. But I'll try, just a little bit, to let some things go. I'd love to hear what works for you to prioritize good quality time with your parents over that productive get-it-done time. So I'd love you to drop a comment below. Who Gets the China is written and hosted by Kirsten Mao, produced by Aaron Bryce of Blue Ogden Productions. Our theme music is composed by Greg Fellman of Wind Sand Productions. Our cover art is by Jen Beam of Gigawatt Studio. For more stories and expert advice, follow along on Substack or at www.whogetsthechina.com. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with someone who might appreciate the conversation. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time.